This doesn't look like Earth 616. No, because you're in the Shadowverse. Welcome back to Shadowtoys Photography. Today, we'll be reviewing Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her, by Mezcotoyz. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about with this figure. There is a lot to unpack. She is magnificent, awesome, different, surprised, pleasantly surprised, cautiously surprised. There's a lot. I have a lot of feelings about this one. Finally, we have a Spider-Gwen. Beautiful. Let's go through that real quick. I mean, we'll go through everything, but just beautiful. Right off the bat, you could tell. Look at that hood in there. They even got the Spider-Gwen pink webbing in there. I'll go through all the details a little bit up closer. Just a quick look. Got her right out of the box. Yeah, she's got some cool designs in there. Messed around with her a bit. Opened everything up. Great stitch work. Oh, the shoes are perfect. Perfect. I like those a lot. Like that a lot. That's really nice. Yeah, she came out really well. One little complaint about her, like a QC, I don't know, and then, you know, just a bunch of stuff. We're gonna get through it, but yeah, she looks fantastic, no doubt about it. Now, she is made of different materials in here. I guess you could argue 3 or 4 different kinds, and it's crazy. So she is double jointed here. Let's go right into articulation, because let's just talk right about it. Here, I'll keep the hood on. It's excellent. I mean, she gets excellent tilt, expression, down. That's with the hood. Up is redonkulous. I mean, excellent up. Yeah, side to side, all that good stuff. And again, just in case you want to see without the hood, that's insane. That's insane. On all the way down, because the neck is like, she's like half bison, soft body, half plastic. Of course, she's got the metal in there too. It's in cloth goods. It's crazy. It's crazy how this figure's made. I just want to show like everything at once, but I got to pace myself here. Okay, arms. I guess she has a pretty ridiculous. She can almost hold a sword there. Butterfly, but I don't know if it's an actual butterfly or not, because, okay, before we go on any further, the arms are plastic, like normal action figure plastic. The bottom from like the knees down are normal action figure plastic. The thighs are soft, her booty's soft, her back is soft, her tummy's soft, her chest is soft, her upper chest is soft, and like her neck area. And you saw, I'll switch the heads again, the metal ball peg is a surefire sign. We collectors knew right away when you saw that. That's a sign of a Fison body. And Fison means basically it's a seamless rubber body with metal parts underneath. And that's where I kind of get a little cautious and a little nervous about it. Let's continue on with the articulation as we go on. She does get a nice bicep in there, and I'm happy they gave her the cut at a normal bicep point, because if you've seen any of my other videos with Alice or Trinity or any third-party female figure, pretty much, they do the cut like down here, and I hated that. So I'm happy Mezco gave us a normal cut in there. I mean, her arm functions fine. Double jointed elbows, beautiful. And of course the wrist joint here. And my one complaint is, I guess she's not doing it, of course, is her wrist joint is really tiny. And that's not the complaint. The complaint is that it doesn't really, I mean, even when I pull the material back, I gotta really shove it in there. But even so, I feel like it can pop out a little easily. Not too easy, not when you're articulating it or anything like that. I'm not like holding it in or trying to cheat or anything like that. But yeah, it's if you like pull it a certain way, it will just come right out. I guess it's a good thing. I'm not nervous about breaking the peg, but Okay, this is where the rest of the figure gets crazy. So that's just one little thing, but it works on camera, so I guess I'm a liar. Anyways, so I can't tell if this is an upper chest, lower chest, if this is all one piece. And when I'm moving here, you're not gonna be able to tell this when I articulate this, but you can tell, like, you could tell this is plastic, and whatever's in there, we know it's metal, but you can feel, not that it's metal, maybe that it's metal on metal. I don't want to say grinding or make anyone else nervous, like, oh, it's messing up or anything like that. But it's like, you can tell it's not plastic on plastic. So let me move her right underneath her bosom there. So that's just the upper, right? Gets a little folded in there, but not too bad. And then here's the lower. Yeah, I'm not done. Oh my God. I'm really pushing it as far as I can. I'm not trying to be a wimp on this. All right. And that's how far she could bend over. Holy smokes. That's insanity. So I get where the Feistin body came. Here, let's go backwards. Oh my God, you could ride her like a sled, like. Oh my gosh, talk about like spider fall, you know, like free fall. Man, oh man, that's insane. All right, let's get her back to normal. I'm just like moving it real slowly in there. I can't speak. Because it's like, you could tell it's like, I don't know, it's a real thick metal hinge in there. Real thick, like right in here. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. All right, let's try and get the twist going. Upper. A little bit. That's making me nervous. Let's get lower. Can she twist? I know she can twist. There we go. I mean, you see it. Oh, that was a little bit easier. You see it twisting. So I'm amazed. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, what makes me nervous about it, before we get into the rest of it as I straighten her out here, is that it's just the metal on metal. It's just, I don't want, you know how I hate saying this, mine have been okay, but other people, like, mine's fine, so there's no problem. No, obviously there's been a problem, because you've seen online and things like that, like people, their Batman and their Alien not only deteriorated, I mean, I guess this is protected from that because this is inside. And don't get me nervous. Oh, I'm nervous about this material. People have been complaining about Mezco material since 2015, 2016. And all the materials held up except for like maybe on 2 figures out of hundreds, at least 200 to 300 figures. How many have Mezco's made in their lifetime? At least 100, I would say, maybe close to it. Yeah, and none of the materials worn. I mean, I do live in New York. We do get every season, every temperature, from negatives to over the hundreds. So, I mean, we're not in like a desert climate, constant humidity. So that you may be, oh man, I didn't notice the design and the breakup in there. That's really nice. So maybe in those areas, you may be more susceptible to those kinds of damages, but just that, not the materials breaking, just that the metal skeletons inside Feistins, just in general, not talking about Mezco, just generalizing. The soft body Feistins, the metal joints in there, I mean, this doesn't have that because it's got the plastic elbows, but normally if it's full Feistin, that metal will protrude right through the elbows and right through the knees, as I get to the legs right now. So that's a concern. And also the metal joints themselves has been known to break. And how do you fix that? It's not like an action figure, normal figure, where you can just, oh, you know, heat this up, pop this out. Like, it's under, not as under a cloth goods, but it's a ridiculous kick up. Ridiculous. But you have to tear up the, you have to cut into it like the Terminator cutting into his skin in the second movie. You remember that? When he took his arm skin off? He's like, show him. He's like, listen to me very carefully. I cannot speak. I'm stumbling. But because we have a lot to cover. So you have to cut into the skin, and then you have to do surgery, open it up, take the part out. You're going to rip and destroy the Feistin. So rubbery skin. So that's crazy kick up. And then she gets the thigh in there. So that's just the concern, just the metal body underneath. This, however, underneath, it's putting those, I'm not really too nervous about that. I'm not really too nervous. I could feel the thigh cut in there. If I called that a thigh, I always call them both thighs or biceps, but I know it's bicep, this is thigh. Anyways, the thigh in there, so I could feel it's kind of like a metal, like the same in here, like a metalish, metally. Forgive my terrible speech, but, or adjectives, descriptions. But I'm just trying to give you an example. It's hard because I'm like, here, feel this. You know what I mean? I've said that in the past, where it's like you could just feel it, and I could be telling you this, and as you're feeling like, oh, okay, I get it. It's really hard to convey it through a camera, and there's no hands-on about it. But, I mean, it feels strong. It feels tight. It moves like the whole leg. So that's really good. That's really good. Kicks up. Double jointed knees, which is nice. I don't feel any boot cut in there. No, I think that's just the material. And it may, no, I don't feel, no, there's no soft in there. So double jointed knees, perfect, awesome. And feet, I'll do more with the legs too. Not bad. A little hindered side to side because of the materials in there, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not, she can do amazing things. I mean, it's not okay. I wish it would be a little better because, I mean, I love Mezco. I love Mezco to death. Mezco's #1 for me, but I don't want to be one of those, just because I love them, leave them free of any kind of criticism. But I also don't want to be overly negative just to be negative. But it's just pointing out things. You want them to be perfect, right? Anyways, so the legs kicking out on the splits now, and they say this in the instructions, and thank you, Mezco, for bringing in instructions. You've been nonstop awesome with the instructions, but as you can see, the legs, see the camera's kind of changing color there. The material is going to hinder it from going out too far. I would say about here, without stretching it too much. You know, so not bad. And then back is like, what is that? Like the number 7? Oh my gosh. Beautiful articulation. She looks beautiful. Here, I'm looking, let's switch the heads out. Let's get to the accessories so you can see what I'm talking about, the metal there and the beautiful stitch work, cloth goods design in there. That is just perfect, spot on. I thought it was just pink, and then I noticed, no, they did the webbing too. That's awesome. And you can see how this is kind of one piece down there, and the metal thing moves too. And this is soft. You can see that at least. All right, let's move into the next head sculpt, and that's the one I just took off. Here we go. This one has a lot of expression, so you can get her here head only. Yeah, that's that's like, say what? Did that by accident. You can get her taking it back, like ugh. Like, are you serious? Yeah. Oh, wow. Sound like Christopher Walken. It's crazy, just really nice. So that's head sculpt number 2. I love the pink spray around the eyes. Oh, she's just perfect. Perfect. Oops, bumping the camera there. Hang on. Getting too excited. Here's the next one. It's another really good head. They're all excellent. That's fantastic. Get a little too close. Yeah, there. You can't get it. Really nice. The folds in the back. Really good. All right, next. Last one, I think. 1, 2, 3, and head number 4 is the fully unmasked. I'm actually looking forward to see this on camera. Let's see how this goes. Oh, wow, the green in her eyes. Let's see how close I can get her staying in focus. No, right about there. Let's say, well, matters. But a little too close there. Let's get the light a little down. There we go. Wow. The eyes are really nice. Hair's good. And does she still get all that movement? Yes. Even with the hood on. Can the hood fit on? Yes. Ah, just like in the comic. I don't collect Gwen comics religiously, but I do have maybe like a few, maybe half a dozen. I think I have a couple to read still. I love when she gets the Venom suit. And that's another thing they can do and got me thinking about. Let's get the more expressive head on there. Where'd that go? I think I wouldn't mind them doing a Venom full Fison instead of how they did the Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man, even though it's well done. You know, it's kind of like this, just like that material over. They need to do a better body than the Bluto body. It needs double joints. It needs double in the chest. I'm talking about the bigger one. Let's get her back there as we look at her accessories. But yeah, Venom like that. And you can get like ports in the back maybe they could cover up. You know what I mean? Or a Carnage. Have him be like a mix, you know, kind of like this, like his arms be sculpted, legs be sculpted, and maybe they'll have like the torso part be that Fison material, and they can get this great, or just put it over like a new Bluto body would be cool, or just put the Fison in parts. Because I get it. I mean, they want to move into females, and then they don't want them to look like marionette dolls, but at the same time, it's just like, I wasn't expecting this from Mezco. It's a good surprise. It's just, sorry, but I'm getting a little squishy there because you can see how squishy she is. I mean, I'm the booty too. Like, it's cool, and I want them to do like a Psylocke and stuff. I don't want her to look like a marionette doll, but we were all, I guess we're just our expectations. We were all expecting Mezco to do it like the Batman body or the Captain America body, just like hardened underneath, just hard plastic, and just like, you know, obviously a different shape, a bosom, a chest, you know, a slimmer figure, female anatomy, you know what I'm saying? But they did this instead. It's kind of like running before they learn to walk, and it was a risk, and it worked. It worked. Let's get into some accessories. Here's the boring stuff, the bag. Of course, it comes with the metal arm to hold on the post. And here's the stand. I don't usually show the stands, but this one's really nice. The pink. And she'll look really nice on that. Let's get her. Actually, no, because we're going to do comparisons. That's just going to get in the way. But yeah, I like that. It's, you could feel it, you know. It's on there. It's not just like flat like this, but really, really nice stand. I don't want to take too much time on the stand or the bag here. She comes with quite a bit of webbing. Actually, not too much. I should take that back. She comes with this. We've seen this before. Totally wired. Excellent. And of course, I put it in the grip in hand. You know, she can hold fairly well. She doesn't come with the, you know what I miss? The clips with the magnets. Those are fun. Luckily, I still have a few from the Ninjas. Whoops, I keep bumping the camera. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. See, this one's just so great. I'm getting so excited about it. But yeah, you know what clips I'm talking about. Let's go to next. The other little gripe I have is her, I guess you call it spider sense. Couldn't call it Spidey sense, or is it Spidey sense? If it's the Peter tingle, the Gwen tingle. So this is that contraption I talked about in the Spider-Man video. I don't really want to go over it again, but you put this on the arm that attaches to the base, and then this attaches to that, and then this is supposed to go behind her. And yeah, Mezco, I'm just surprised they went this way. I don't know why. I guess maybe the head sculpts or something like that, but why not just use a tiny little magnet and put a little magnet in the head there? Just embed it somewhere, even if it's in the back. Would it be noticeable? I mean, she is going to be wearing this hood most of the time. It would be kind of unsightly to see a little circle there. But even it's like really like injected. Here, let me grab one of the other heads real quick. and see if that will work. I mean, yeah, so you see that cap in there? They could pop that out, put like maybe a magnet real deep in there, and then put it on the back of this. Because I get it, on the stand thing, it'll be a lot more sturdy, and it won't, because if it's got a magnet, it's going to spin like this. You know what I'm saying? But that's not really, as a collector, I mean, I can speak for some collectors out there, probably not all, but a lot. We don't mind. I mean, when we're playing with it or whatever, it may get knocked off with a magnet or whatever, but it looks a lot nicer than like with this contraption there. I hope the next spider person, whoever they do, maybe Ben Reilly or Scarlet Spider would be sweet. I think that's the next one we need. From the Spider-Verse movie, that'd be sick. I mean, not nearly cartoony, but, you know, like a comic book version. Oh, yeah, that'd be so sick. But give them that and maybe do the magnet thing in there. That'd be really sick. That'd be really sick. I would like that a lot. That'd be really cool. Real quick, can I pause for a sec and talk about something that Mezco threw in that we've all been taking for granted for a little while, and they brought them back in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm happy to have it. If I can get the darn little accessory in his hand. Okay, here we go. It's the return of the Mez. Oh my God, return of the Mez. Oh my Lord, turn of the Mez one more time. It's return of the Mez. Remember Mezits? We took them for granted. They're back. Yay! Yay! Mezits are back. Thank you, Mezco, for including the Mezits. I never took them for granted. We all noticed. They were like, hey, stop throwing in the mess. It's the stickers, the goodies. I appreciate this. This is so awesome. And blue, too, so it like matches her aesthetic, Spidey-ish, whatever kind of thing. All right, anyways, here's the, you know what? Let's have her hold it, because get my big hands out of there. The spider, if I can hold it steady, warp device that activates, and they say to take off the wrist, take off the hand, I should say, take off the wrist. Pop that on there. I got that on there, right? Nice. Beautiful. That was easy. And then activates the portal. And this is cool. So this comes separate, and the instructions say you could put this either way. So you can put it down like this or like this onto the stand here. It just slides right in. Boom. Put that more to this corner there. But that's really cool. It's like she came through the portal. I'm glad it's not totally translucent. It's kind of translucent. You can see like, who's coming through? Someone coming through there? It's Spider-Gwen or Spider-Man or all the other spiders I'll be bringing out soon for the comparisons. But here's, oh, this one's cool. Have her hold this as well. Oh no, can she hold it? Her cell phone. There we go. You can see it's kind of got like a selfie, like she's taking a selfie, or the reflection of her face is on it. You know, like, because they're like outside on like a building top, and that sun is going to be reflecting, and all you're going to see is her own face. So that's pretty accurate. Just a nondescript phone. Really cool. Let's see the other side real quick. Plain. Oh, look, it's got the little buttons on the side. Nice, Mezco. Really nice sculpt. Really cool. Next up is her composition mead notebook. I'm surprised Mezco didn't make this open. It's kind of, it's not, I guess you could count it as a complaint, because, I mean, they've written spell books, like full Darkhold spell books with scriptures and photos and writing, and missed opportunity to not have some, I don't know, doodles of Miles in there or something like that. But I mean, it looks like squished and it's been sat on, which is realistic from like on the bus or wherever, and in her bag swinging around, which I'll bring out. But that's awesome. That's well designed. It says her name on there. That's really, really cool. She comes with her mask and the unmask for the unmasked head sculpt. And this isn't, I was like, I hope this is squishy like the rest. And it is. You see me bending it? Hang on. There we go. So, I like that a lot. Nice and squishy. Oh yeah, there we go. Really cool. Well sculpted. She can hold it. All that good stuff. Now she comes with two thrip. Is some web in your eye. Hands. Really nice. That can attach on there. And her set of hands. So I'm going to be lazy about this and just give you the whole shebang in one shot. So 2 gripping. So 2 like this, and I got 1 on her. 2 fists. 1 kind of trigger-ish. 1 kind of mid-open. 2 grasping, and 2 normal web shooter hands. Really cool. And, geez, is that it? Yeah, I think that's about it. So, yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit with her. Let's go into comparisons, because this video is running quite a bit long. So speaking of other females, let's get in kind of a semi head swap custom Black Widow. It's an older Marvel Legends body, and here's the newer Warbird. Now I didn't necessarily want them to take a Marvel Legend, you know what I'm saying, and throw cloth goods over it, but basically, I mean, better articulation than Marvel Legends, just like the Mezco. Beautiful perfection. Here, let's keep going. I got room for another female in here. Let's throw in a Mattel Bailey. Just, you know, the Mezco magic, I guess you could call it, on there. So I'm just surprised, very surprised, pleasantly surprised. It's just like, it's jarring. You know what I mean? It was jarring. It's like, oh man, Fison, what? What did Mezco say? What? Very shocking. I mean, it's with third party, it's okay. Here's some Valaverse soldiers. Here's a Rambo. Well, like the third parties can do some Fison in there, but like, you know, it kind of looks, I don't know. It's okay. It's hit and miss. It works sometimes and it works. Sometimes it doesn't, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's just, it's going to work here. It's not going to work there. I'm going to trust Mezco does the, you know, QC. Let's get in some more Mezco, speaking of. The trial and error. Here's this, like, stay with the soldiers. This is Firefly. Just wants to tangle it up with your Cobras and your G.I. Joes, which is pretty much next. That's what I'm going to be moving into. Just more Mezco on Mezco action. All right, let's bring in, where do I want to go here? Let's bring in some villains. Here, I'm going to reach over the camera because he's heavy. Oh, his belt's coming off. One of the complaints. Dr. Doom with the low riding belt. Just got caught with his pants down. Guess he was in the bathroom. I grabbed him. Sorry, buddy. Let's bring in some villains in the Spider-Verse. Here's Morbius next to her. Dr. Doom, you're embarrassing me here. Come on. So I think he works pretty well, obviously. More spider villains are needed. I can't wait for Doc Ock. Hasn't come out yet. But here's the Green Goblin, my little custom kind of movie, comic mashup. Yeah, that looks really good. Definitely need the Sinister Six, or maybe they could do a lizard. Maybe that's a good start, like a Fison lizard as an experiment before we, you know, get our feet wet or toes, dip our toes in with the, like a big full Fison Venom or something like that. I don't know. I don't have 2099 out, but I do have my Miguel custom on a, I think that's a Black Skull Brigade body. Yeah, with like Punisher hands and Wolverine jacket on there. And let's bring out Spider-Man that I've also reviewed. I don't have any of the Miles yet. I do have the new Miles on pre-order, which will be comparing him to the rest of the Spider-Verse here, of course. And Doc Ock, and oh, is that it from Mezco and the Spider-Verse so far? I hope we get a lot more. But let's get her in a real crazy pose. Let's push this envelope before we go. Oh my gosh. I don't want to push her so I feel like I'm going to break her, but yeah, that foot up there. Let's get that head kind of swaying this way. Let's get a hand up like she's swinging. What should we do? Get this leg all the way back, maybe? Like... Oh my gosh, I keep feeling like I'm gonna break her, and then she keeps like bending more and more and more. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, Mezco. All right, Mezco. All right, game on. We'll see what you got next. Are you gonna do the X-Men? Are the Power Rangers gonna come out like this? Like, Mezco, what's next here? Storm. Who else? We got DC, we got Batgirl, Batwoman, Poison Ivy, do Harley, do another Harley, do, who else we need? Catwoman, a new Catwoman? Let's go, Mezco. Let's hear it. Until next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, otherwise Tobey Maguire's going to come over there and put some dirt in your eye.